Hey everyone, Scott with Air Gunner Reviews. So today we were looking at the S2, Salt Supply S2, and whether it is worth you purchasing this to conceal carry. I do have it on me right now, and I know we've all looked at the Byrna LE and compared them. If you're wearing the LE, you should be able to wear the Salt Supply. But maybe not so fast. The Salt Supply is set up a little bit differently. As you can see, I do have it on me right now, but it is also much longer when you put it in a holster than the Byrna. So it is in consideration. It is also a good 6 to 7 ounces heavier. Is that a factor? Well, we're going to cover it all right now. Stay tuned. So in the last month or two, you have probably watched several videos, and a few of them comparing the S2 to the Byrna LE. Now this is my Byrna LE. It's got the Merciless Lethal Compensator, and then I put a wrap on it so it doesn't look so out of place per se. And we've noticed that these are about the same length. It comes down to just a little bit longer, maybe a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch longer if you were to actually put them right on top of each other. That's kind of what you have. So that is not bad, and you're saying to yourself, oh, that's easy, that's doable because I carry my LE or I carry another launcher about the same size, and that is doable. But maybe or maybe not, because just because the lengths are about the same, that does not make it the same way in your holster. This, you have to look at more of your trigger guard and to where your barrel is compared to any of your other launchers. So let me just go through a few of these. Now, the reason why most people are using the Byrna LE is because as an example for your S2 is because they're both 68 caliber, and it makes a good apples to apples per se on that. Now let's take a look at a regular holster that possibly you might be using for your HDP 50. It does fit into a nice holster. It doesn't stick out too far. And so if you're trying to conceal carry this, you can. You need, of course, a long shirt or whatever because it does hang down over your belt quite a bit, but you know that because you expected that. And then even your HDR 50, excuse me, also fits into this quite well. And it's kind of surprising because it's a large launcher, right? But of course, now you're getting into your 68 caliber and the Byrna. That doesn't really fit in here. I'd be a little worried. I think I can still strap it, which I could, and it doesn't stick out there, but it's a little top heavy, but it's doable. But then you've got your S2, and this is not fitting in anywhere. I mean, it's at the bottom there, but it is too long, and you're just not going to be able to get that strap, and now it's too top heavy. It's okay, because I do wear a belly band most of the time because it raises the launcher up about 4 inches over my waistline. So I'm going to show you what this looks like in here, and I'm going to strap it in. So that is what you're looking at. And then I am going to put this on so you can see the difference. And this is only one thing to consider. There's more to this story. Here is your S2. And you can see this thing hangs down considerably longer, and a lot of it is because of the curved angle here. So here the handle is help stopping it, but not only is it strapped in, but it's also going to the side. And that's going to happen on most of yours, unless you're wearing a Clydex, of course. So now we're talking about concealed carry here and the type of outfit that you're wearing. But there's another thing that I want you to consider also with this for concealed carry, and that is weight. Now this is your HDP, and this has got rubber with steel core balls. Of course, there's going to be heavier stuff that you can put in it, but that's what I have. Again, we've got the CO2 in there. Make sure it's 0. Let's see what that weighs. So that's 1 pound, 8 ounces. That's pretty doable for wearing. It's a mid-weight. It's not bad at all. Now let's take a look at the Byrna. Now this one does not have the compensator on it. Compensator does weigh a little extra, so this might not be apples to apples, but we're going to weigh it anyway to see what it comes in on. And you're only looking at 1 pound, 5 ounces. Okay, now let's measure this guy, because this thing is considerably heavier. 1 pound, 12 ounces. So you got 1 pound, 12 ounces. And 1 pound, 5 ounces. You're looking at 6 to 7 ounces, give or take 6 to 7 ounces between this. Now this is fully loaded. Whoa, as it slides out. This is also fully loaded with the Byrna projectiles on here, and it does have the CO2. So it is fully loaded also. How much is 6 ounces compared to other things? Well, here is my my O-light. This is the laser light combination, and when you weigh this, you're looking at 3 ounces. So basically, it's the same weight. If you were to put 2 of these on your Byrna LE, it would make up for the weight of what this is. 6 ounces, 6 to 7 ounces. That's considerably different weight. Now, I'm not saying that that's not you can't carry it. But if you're like me, when you are, when you're carrying something heavier, you tend to tighten your jeans up a little more, the belt on your jeans, and you would have to, because it's being all worn on one side. So yeah, there is a little bit of difference factor when it comes to comfort when you're wearing something heavier. Now let's take a look at what this looks like on your waist. So here is my LE. It definitely comes down a little bit far. That is what that looks like. It is doable, and quite honestly, yeah, if there's a bulge here, I don't care about that bulge. I really don't. I'm out. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's concealed carry. You can't physically see the launcher. If you see this here, I'm not going to give 2 craps about it. Somebody wants to say, hey, do you have a weapon on you? And I'm going to say, yes, I do. Then, this is my privilege. So there you go. So here is the S2, and you can see it is now down to my shirt level right here. And you can see it's also, you should be able to tell, this is definitely much longer. Maybe the same size as the Byrna LE, but in reality it is designed differently. So yes, it does come down a little farther. And because the handle tilts, you do get this sticking out of the back a little bit more. Now, 2 days ago, we went out to dinner, and I wore this just as you see it, except for underneath. And I noticed a couple of things with me wearing it. The weight, I could definitely tell the weight, because when I got up, I had to hike up my pants a little bit. So that was kind of an indication that, yeah, that extra weight, I'm definitely feeling the extra weight. So weight isn't about, oh, you just can't handle it. It's about how much more you have to tighten your belt up, how much more you have to tighten your belly band up to do it, and how comfortable it is, and how you can conceal it as you are conversing with different people and moving through, sitting and standing, etc. So now am I covering? I am, but right to the edge. And I think you might be able to tell it's sticking out here. Now the other factor too is when I got up from dinner, and I'm going to show you this real quickly, and hopefully it'll pick it up. Now I'm not going to touch my shirt at all, but I did find it a little bit less comfortable, because as you sit, it kind of comes down. Now you're not going to be able to see this, I don't think, but maybe you can. Okay, now you can see the launcher sticking out, I think, as soon as I bend down. So you definitely, before I sat down, I actually, luckily with the belly band, you can kind of play with it a little bit. But then When I sat down, I actually did hold on to it to bring down, so I didn't have that issue. But you also have the same issue when you come up and you stand up. A lot of times, this one you can probably just see where it's just starting to peek out. Now again, my shirt, but this is what I'd be wearing. This is not my type of a shirt. I don't usually go down really long with them. Anyhow, let's wrap this segment up. So I just want to make this kind of clear to you guys that I'm not for or against carrying this. My job today was to enlighten you on the length of this and the weight, and to please put that into consideration if you are going to conceal carry this launcher. For myself, I probably will not be carrying it just because of the weight factor, and the length doesn't fit my clothes style. If it fits your clothes style and you can find a holster, I know East Coast Less Lethal, he's carrying his. He's got the Clydex holster for it, which I have not used, so possibly there's an option that may work better. That's the story on that. I hope you found this, somewhat educational and helpful for you to make the decision whether or not you are purchasing the S2 for concealed carry. Hey, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.